Okay, so getting the graphic out of Photopea and into the game and getting it to work. This is really a pretty straightforward thing. If you haven't already exported your file as a PNG, do that. In fact, let me open up the one that is related to your class too, just for that matter. Game Art 5th, there we go. And where's my title? There's title booth 5th, Flamin' Skulls. To export it, I'd export it as a PNG and hit the save button. That's going to automatically send it right into my downloads folder. Well, I will find it sitting there in my downloads folder. I will press Control X and cut it from there and go to my game art folder for 5th block and paste it, which, good news, I hadn't done that yet, so that's nice. So I've got the PNG file, the graphic that's going to go to Code High School is now in my game art folder. That will now bring us back to, that was 4th block. You guys, 5th block, and girls. Opening up the firing projectiles exercise. This will be the last thing that we're going to do in this exercise. I've even been changing the instructions as I added things to this, just so that my instructions reflect what I've been trying to accomplish with you. Now we're going to replace those text-based instructions with our graphic. So please scroll down to that point where all of those text-based instructions are. See all those text-based instructions? And I'm going to create a couple of lines of space, and I'm going to put in here my HUD graphics. Sneaking my HUD graphics right in here in between my fonts and my text. No big deal. And I'm going to create a new variable. It's going to be called start screen. And my start screen is going to be equal to a new web image. And now I've got this all set up to receive the link that I'm going to generate for my new for my start screen. So we'll get that set up. Do hit your run code button, make sure that you didn't, break any rules with that one line of code you typed. Crash. Then, can anybody remember, where do I go to upload files? More, and then after more, upload, excellent. And then I'm going to click upload file, and let's see, go to my 5th block, and whoop, there it is, my Flaming Skulls title screen. Click open, get to even see a little preview right here, but the thing I want is that link. I got my link. Now I'll come back over here and paste it. Now the link is pasted. Do you got the link to your start screen pasted in there, set up and ready to go? There's stuff we can now delete. All those text objects that we currently have in our game, all those text objects now, we can delete them all. Our title text, instruction 1, instruction 2, instruction 3, and instruction 4. We're not going to need them anymore. So right here in my text objects, I'm going to now have a lot less text objects. In fact, when we finish this game, there'll be no text objects except for the score text. The score text will be the last text standing. Got those 5 lines selected? We're going to delete them. We don't need them anymore. Delete them, please. Did you delete those 5 lines of code? The title text and instruction 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we've broken our code, but you'll be surprised. In just 2 short lines of code, it'll be fixed again. When I press run now, I get an immediate syntax error. Title text is not defined. No problem. Or as they say in mainland China, 没关系. Please don't be like that one student in 4th block who deleted their vehicle at this point. This error is taking you exactly practically to where I want you to be. I want to start right here on line 147 for the comment, the title. And then I'm going to wheel down my mouse, press my shift key, and click at the end of add instruction 4 terminator. You see everything I got highlighted right there? It's the title text and instruction 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please don't be that student in fourth block who deleted the entire game function. Yeah, deleted the entire game function. All we want to delete here is these things related to the title text, instruction 1, instruction 2, and so on. Are we ready to delete that? Goodbye. I did leave one comment here, didn't I? Set up the start screen. Start screen dot set position. Hey, boys and girls, where do you think I'm going to position this at? What? Are you saying 0 one time but twice, or are you saying 0, 0? 0, 0. Yes, 0, 0. At the origin, right? Later, and I just learned this year, I learned how to change the anchor for an image. In my asteroids game in advanced game design, I needed to move the location where we set the position of an object from the top left corner to the center. And I found it looking carefully through the docs tab. I found it, and it solved a big problem. And I wish I'd have looked carefully through the docs tab sooner. But I learned all the failure that I went through to get to that point. I learned a lot, so that's life. That will set the position. If I want it to show up on the screen, what's the command? If I want this start screen to show up on the screen, what do I need to do to it? Add start screen. Yeah. Now, something will work, but it's still broken. There's my start screen. It shows up. Whoop. There it is. I might want to adjust my title a little bit. I might want to adjust the bottom of my graphic just so I could see my scrolling portions more clearly. I might have to adjust my graphic, before I turn in the final product, but it's there. Now, but if I press the G key, I get a syntax error because something called title text is not defined at key down. But did your title graphic appear on the screen like it should have? Yeah. Bueno. So I'm going to go down to key down where it says there's a problem, Houston. And there's 4 more lines of code we can remove. Remove the remove. Get rid of all those remove instruction 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please try hard not to break the curly braces. When I press the G key, I no longer want to remove the title text. What do I want to remove? Start screen. And can you believe it, boys and girls? That's all there is to it. When I press the run button, there's my start screen. It's there. They got time to read the instructions. The game hasn't began. I press that G key, and the start screen goes away, and I'm ready to rocky road. That's all there is to it. Let me go ahead and stop the screen capture. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.